everyone, hope you're all doing well. Back here again with another results video for a box of Canadian pennies. And just in case you were wondering how that pail of zinc and steel pennies was turning out, it's still growing as we go through more and more boxes. That's really going to be a pain to have to stack and roll back up to bring back to the bank. But we'll keep on going. We only have 3 boxes left, so it shouldn't get too much higher. And I didn't do a preview of the box at the beginning of the video like I normally do, but this box had these paper wrapped rolls. All 50 of them were these types of rolls, and if you can remember back to a previous video, the last time we had these types of rolls, it was a really good copper percentage, so we were hoping that it turned out to be pretty much the same. However, we had a pretty average box again. We've pretty much got exactly what we have been getting these last couple of boxes. In total, there was 832 copper pennies, which is 33.28. So again, right around that 35% mark. Here are the 1982 to 1996. We had 452. We had 90 of these 1980 and 1981 Canadian pennies. Next, we have our 1950 to 1979. 1953 to 1979. There was 229 of those. And lastly, our pre-1982 American cents, we had 61 copper in total. So not too bad. And it was pretty much the same thing for our older coins. Unfortunately, we weren't able to get any of the King George VI pennies, but we did get 4 wheat pennies, starting with this first one. If I can get it to focus, it's a 1935, so not too bad with that one. We had a 1951, a 1952D, and then a 1957D. So 4 wheat pennies in total. Here's 5 of the American 1982s. Again, as we mentioned in pretty much all of our videos, we like to set these off to the side and weigh them just to make sure, just to point out which ones are copper and which ones are the zinc pennies. And once again, we've been extremely lucky with King George V pennies. I believe this is the 3rd one now that we've had in our last 14 boxes. And this one here is a 1921, and I don't think we've had a 1921 before. So we were really happy to get this, of course, as we are for pretty much all the King George pennies we get, 5th or 6th. And the condition on the front here is really good. On the back, if I just flip it around, again, not the greatest, it's pretty scratched up. But nonetheless, we'll definitely take all these King George V, as much of them as we can at this point. If we can get one more in our last 3 boxes, that would be great. That would mean that we've had, I believe, 8 in total. So pretty amazing. We've had 3 in, I believe, our last 11 boxes. And before that, I think we only had 4 in pretty much 2 years of coin roll hunting. So really happy with that find. Again, only 33.28% copper. But if we can keep getting some kings and wheats in these remaining boxes, I'm not going to be too worried about it. Before I sign off here, I'd just like to thank everyone who's been leaving us messages, specifically the comments in my last silver video. I was really happy to see the comments on that video since I asked for some in the actual video. You guys are great. I really love getting all the comments from you guys and reading and replying to them all. So thank you very much. If you could like and subscribe, we always appreciate that as well. That's it for now, guys. I'll see you next video.